Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 58 yards, and a score.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made at about the 38. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On second down, this is Madison. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. A throw that's complete.
The pass.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish him off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 22 carries, 135 yards, and a touchdown.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Taken down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 11. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. John Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Graham Gano.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
29-yard line.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
3rd down.
He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The score, Ravens 7, Bengals 0.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Down and 10.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
15 yards. 1st down, Bengals.
Back to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
The 1st down.
2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now an open man. That's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. So 3rd down. They need to get to the 28 for a 1st. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
26-yard line.
They'll run it with Madison, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
The throwaway.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Ravens 10.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Justin Madubuike just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily, when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st down, Cincinnati.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Ravens' 18-yard line.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
5 yards to go.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And his kick is good. And that will knot things up here late in the 1st half. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even 1st half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. They'll get this underneath to Madison. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Gano's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip.
Bengals 10.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a run down, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going for it's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Tackle made.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker. Try
and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down, it's Moss. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25-yard
line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Their 48-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Bengals score.
13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. to Jefferson on the slant. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Justin Jefferson, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now here come the Ravens. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They go play action here on 1st down. Lets it fly for Thielen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
They'll take over.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Come on, baby. We got to do it.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the first game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We played 3 quarters. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Quick slant to Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. It quickly to Thielen here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
Check that. Real Mike 52 right here. Cut up. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Here's Madison. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Going on the ground with Madison. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They're going for it. Here's Madison. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. So give him the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Josh Reynolds, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. They'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
At his 49-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 13.
And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
And it's 3rd down.
On play action, they'll throw. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
It brings up 4th down.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
38.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Bengals, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin.